and welcome to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. For them, we normally have a scent of the month, and this month is pumpkin spice. So you can get 25% off pumpkin spice, everything that's in our shop that is scented with pumpkin spice. So our lotions, bath salts, soaps, candles, all that good stuff is 25% off. Plus we have other sales that are on there that you can come check out. And if you're catching us on Monday, this is Cyber Monday. So you catch the tail end of our weekend-long sale at Wolf Farms. Literally everything is discounted. So if you hop on over to the shop, you'll get a discount on everything that's in the shop. So we thank you, everybody that has been by our shop to place an order. We appreciate that. We hope you enjoy it. And the packages are probably on their way to you as of this morning. If you're watching this on Monday, of course. But yeah, so if you didn't get a chance to come by, you might want to check things out because there are sales. You know, everything is discounted at least 10% and or more. So come check it out. And there's a couple new items we wanted to point out for the shop that we've just added.
We have butterscotch lotion.
And that was a request, right? That was...
Yeah, I noticed it wasn't...
focusing, huh?
Still not focusing.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. The smells are really good. Yeah. Someone, I don't know if I should call her out on the podcast, but was saying she ordered the candle in butterscotch, and she was saying that if there was a lotion, she would just about eat herself. Oh, yeah, I've got to make one of these for me. It is yummy. And then another special request we had was bubble gum.
Yep. So we have those two fun.
And this was also a special request, and they were getting it for their husband, and she didn't wait.
It's for Christmas,
Yeah, she gave it to him.
Yeah.
And it smells just like bazooka bubble gum. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, so that was a little fun new items that we added. And we'll be adding the soap in 3 weeks. It's got to cure, so we got to get the cure time underway. But yeah, we will be adding bubblegum and butterscotch soap. So look for that in about 3 weeks. But yeah, a couple new items that I'm sure you guys will enjoy. I know Dawn enjoys it.
Mm-hmm. And I am 80s-tastic, or I kind of look like a piñata that threw up on me, whichever. Ooh, I'm psychedelic. And the reason for this, which is funny that I even still had this to begin with, is Knit Pearl Girl asked all of us podcasters from Thanksgiving on, through Christmas to wear your ugly Christmas sweaters. So I didn't have an ugly Christmas sweater. So, we always have something planned and in the works to be crazy. I mean, watch last week's podcast.
Go. Oh, wait, I'm not wearing that this week.
So, yeah, this is my ugly...
You know what I need to do is I need to get one of those pink bunny costumes from Christmas Story.
Oh, that would be so cute.
You guys would get a kick out of that, wouldn't you?
So, yeah, I should have worn this when Silly Frou and Notable Needle did their Over the Rainbow or Hitch a Rainbow knit-along.
You know, you should keep that in your car in case you get stranded. You can just put that on and the airplane that's searching for you will be able to find you. So it's like a big old neon light. It's very colorful, though.
Or it's a fiesta.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad. Do, 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 do.
Going into our musical.
That's right.
Christmas musical. So.
Just shimmy.
Yeah, you're going to get up and do a dance for us?
Do a little dance. Oh, I can't sing the rest of the words to that, huh? So I'm getting all these fuzzies from this.
It's the joys of having wild sweaters is you get to eat it all day.
Yeah, and it's hot.
Yeah.
This is going to be a quick podcast. I'm going to melt. And what's with you today?
Oh, God. I have my Diet Coke shirt on. There was a discussion on Ravelry about why I would wear a Coke shirt when my NASCAR drivers are Pepsi sponsors. So I had to explain to them, I was first a Diet Coke fan, and then I became a Jeff Gordon fan. So I am really Diet Coke. You know, it's too bad that Jeff has a bad sponsor like Pepsi, but they at least give him money so he can race around the track. So
yeah.
But yep. So Diet Coke. I am a Diet Coke drinker, or water. If I want to make it look like I'm being healthy, I drink water. So then I don't feel so bad. So.
Yeah, you think Diet Coke is water is your problem.
Well, it is. It's tasty water.
So,
good stuff.
Yep. Wolf water.
Wolf water. Yep.
So farm happenings.
What's happening?
We kind of already mentioned the cyber. Black
Yeah,
Friday cyber. We've been black fibering cyber.
Yeah, we've been pretty. It's been pretty hectic this weekend, and like I said, we say that every week. Yeah, but we've been having fun. We actually this year went really smooth. I think
we're organized. I think
we're getting our.
We have lots of tables set up.
Should turn the camera around and see all of our table of stuff that needs to get packaged up. But we had fun. It's actually, and it's not over yet. So we got one more day as of. We're recording on Sunday, but we have one more day, which will be when you're watching this, to kind of get everything wrapped up. And then even into Christmas, I'm sure we'll stay busy for those people that are trying to finish off their Christmas stuff. But it's fun. We have fun. And then we had the Thanksgiving, right? I don't know if you're one. See,
You're actually following the notes.
Yeah, well, we've had Thanksgiving, so
we had a really nice Thanksgiving.
Yeah, hope all of you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving and good food, and just didn't overstuff.
Yeah, I had food I could eat.
Yeah, we did. We made a whole meal full of stuff that was actually with you in mind.
Yep.
Actually, it was good stuff. We eat that stuff all the time, but it's
no, we don't.
Stuff you can eat.
Yeah, but I don't make these certain things.
Yeah, no, we had we had the special Thanksgiving dishes. Good stuff. I'll let you talk. I'll shut up. Go ahead. Talk. Talk.
But it was nice and relaxing, and we kind of took that day off and just...
Yeah, we didn't do much at all. We just kind of relaxed and...
knitted PJs.
Yeah.
Christmas movies.
Yeah, we did. We watched a number of those.
Was that our Home Alone thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
We watched Home Alone. 1's good. 2's good. 3 and 4...
I still watch them.
There's Home Alone 1 and 2, and then there's some other movies that are trying to play off 1 and 2. So
doesn't matter if it's Christmas. I watch it.
Yeah. I forgot how bad 4 was until we watched it. 3 wasn't. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know. If you've seen, I'm sure. Yeah. But that's okay. It's all part of it. Of course, I have my crappy Christmas movies like Christmas Story.
That's not crappy.
Well, some people it is. I mean, it's so bad that it's funny. That's what makes it good. Is that it's so bad.
That is one of our favorite movies.
I know, but it's so bad that it makes it good.
Who would think that's bad?
I don't know.
Besides me.
Someone who has no humor at all. We know who that is.
Yeah. My family.
So, but so we've got our Christmas movies all stacked out, and we were starting to watch through those. We watched.
Now the really bad one was Kumar Harold. That's. We still watch it.
Very Harold and Kumar Christmas or something like that.
In 3D.
In 3D, yeah. Yeah, that was.
I don't recommend it.
No, that's good. You get a Rotten Tomato for that one, huh?
Yeah.
So we were watching. What were we watching this morning?
Fred Claus.
Fred Claus. Yeah. So. That's only like the third time so far we've watched it in the last week. So.
Well, we won't even go into how many times we've watched Elf.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't watched the train one. Your Polar Express. Yeah.
Yes.
So, but we got to watch Elf. Some of our products are named after Elf.
Things.
Yeah.
World's best coffee.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, you got to come to the store and figure out which ones.
Well, we're going to be having a new one coming
Yeah, I
into
know.
the store. That they'll have to figure out.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah. So we hope your Thanksgiving was good and survived the holidays. So.
Survived the family. It's funny seeing the plurks, about family drama and
Yeah, seems
Yeah.
seems like everyone's got it. So.
yeah.
So you guys understand, I'm sure.
So in the coop,
So what's in your coop?
I don't have nothing.
You don't have anything in your coop? Oh, that's right.
Oh, I did do spinning a couple days.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm spinning freckle-face fiber. Blah. And it's in a turquoisey, purple, blue colors. And I got the whole 4 ounces done, and I'm 2-plying right now, so I can't take it off the wheel.
I can take a picture of it and put it up.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the miracle of photography.
So, yeah, I did it a couple days, but then we hit... I haven't since the Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I was doing really good. I thought, I am 15 minutes, and I documented it in Instagram, my 15 minutes a day. And
Yeah, you've been pretty wild with that Instagram stuff lately.
That's fun. I'm knitting wolf.
Yeah, I think I'm on there, but I'm on there differently.
Your wolf's photo? Or wolf photos?
Wolf photos, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I have a whole lot of time.
You have no friends.
I have no friends and I have no picture. I haven't had time to
I
do
know.
anything with Instagram.
Then
But-
another big time suck is Pinterest.
Yeah, that's your new bestest friend, your bestie.
I get addicted to that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I keep
you-
pinning different booze recipes, and I'm not a drinker.
Yeah.
Ooh, that apple cider looks really good.
You should start. Of course, you didn't get our dinner last night off there, did you? Or did you? You did? That was
Crock pot tortilla soup. I have it in our group. It's so yummy. In fact, it's so yummy. Last night was the second night this week that I've made it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really, really good.
I have it in our group under what's cooking too. 'Cause it's yummy.
We don't normally finish soups. We usually,
End up-
have them a day and maybe a second day, and then there's usually like leftover.
And then it gets dumped.
Yeah,
This we're like draining.
it's really good.
Thumbs
up. 2 thumbs up.
Tortilla chips. Tostitos.
Tostitos restaurant style tortilla chips. Mm-hmm. And if they make it long enough to actually get to the soup because someone eats them all, I have to get 2 bags, one for the recipe and one for before the recipe.
But it's so cool
they're
because
good.
there was nothing in it I couldn't have. Mm-hmm. Well, I just don't put the onion. I use onion powder. But yeah, because most of them have so much beans and cream of this and cream of that, and I can't do no cream of anything. So this is perfect.
Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah.
Go eat it.
Go check it out in the group. Get the recipe. Try it out. You'll love
And
it.
then if it's in a crock pot, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's the bestest.
Oh, I've got
Do
something
you
in
have
my
it in a
coop.
coop?
I've got
I
a coop.
have nothing.
I've got a coop, and there's something in it.
No eggs.
Oh yeah, our chickens are doing their winter hiatus from laying. So,
Yeah, we mentioned that last week.
but I'm still working on my wide-ribbed beanie by Woolly Wormhead with using my dancing dog, chubby puppy Aaron Waite in the Frankenweenie colorway.
Let's all say it together.
Frankenweenie. So there's the yarn I'm using. Another fabulous dancing dog yarn.
It's dog approved.
And I did get some. It seems
I
like
think it was only Thursday morning. That
I sat down, and
Yeah.
that was about the only time I had was when we were.
Yeah.
It was Thursday morning. So I did get a little done, couple rows done, and I did have the best intentions of getting more of this done. It just didn't happen that way. But so I'm still having fun knitting on this. This is an easy one. I can sit and watch a movie and get some of it done. As long as I don't backtrack over the same place I just came from.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because Apple Blossom SF Sarah, she's got her husband Matt turning to the dark side.
So he's now knitting, huh?
He's now knitting.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well. All right. Good stuff. Have to see what he's got when he gets it done.
Yeah, he's Navy 1990 on
Ravel.
Everybody wants to go friend Matt now. He's gonna be like, wow.
Encouragement.
Go tell him what a good job he's doing.
So, anyways,
So
but
that's
that's
cool.
that's all I have in the coop. That's time is what it is, and this time of year we're always
Yeah,
got
we were
other
trying to
stuff going
figure
on, so.
when are we gonna decorate?
Yeah.
What are we
We
gonna
were
have
debating. It's like, what?
I'm
Well,
like,
am I
we
going to
need
do
a
lights
smaller
this year?
tree this year? Because what is ours, like a 10?
It's a 9 foot.
Huge.
Yeah, it might be 9.5. It's a big tree. But the problem is every year it seems like less and less of the lights work, and then I have to spend more time trying to figure out how to get them to light. It's like, so we might go with like a little Charlie Brown tree on the table.
I wasn't thinking that small.
Oh, so easy, just stick it up. I can go grab a dead stick out of the backyard, and I can put it on a stand, and we can put some tinsel, and we're done.
Okay.
It's a lot easier to...
Humbug.
No, I like Christmas.
So usually we decorate Thanksgiving weekend.
This is my weekend. I would be up on the roof and putting lights up and...
Well, before Wolf Farms.
Yeah. before I had something better to do with my time, but this would be the weekend I would normally be out putting lights up. And actually, the weather's great. It seems like every year when I'm trying to put them up,
I'm not going to tell you the temperature.
Yeah.
It's in the 80s.
Well, that lasted a long time, didn't it? Well, usually when I'm out trying to put the lights up, it's windy, cold, and partly rainy. It fails. It's like, okay, should I do it today, or is the weather going to get worse? So I'll get out there and do it, and then the next day it's like sunny and everything's beautiful. So it's nice. And if I said I'm going to go put the lights up, the cloud would come over and get windy, and I'd get frozen again. That's usually how it works. But I don't know. We'll see.
We're off track. We're way off track.
We do that every week.
Yeah.
You're used to it, aren't you? So.
Flume, the
Flu. And this is all you.
Yep. I did the Ripple Rock shawl, y'all. By...
You got your 80s lingo going now here?
Totally tubular. By Judy Marples, and this was a gift from Knittables. Knittibles.
Thank you.
And this was with Cakewalk Yarns for our Harvest Cakewalk, which ends next weekend. And you could win this yummy, yummy, good cakewalk yarn.
Yeah.
Which she's having great sales this week too, 15% off. So you might want to hop over to her RAV group to get that coupon.
Are those good through
Monday maybe. I think so.
Yeah, you might catch the tail end of it. A lot of the sales are...
I know. And this was in the Sincerest colorway.
Yep.
And the
Podcaster
Junkie.
Podcaster.
My little Sherry donkey is always in my donkey bag. And that's one of my Squeal Like a Pig is Sherry actually sent me a picture so I know what she looks like now. So I don't have to picture a little donkey. So Yep, that was really cool. So this is unblocked because this literally came off the needles this morning.
She was on the couch. I've got to get this finished up.
Yes.
3 stitches for every stitch.
Yeah,
She was pushing herself. So.
Yep, here it is. It's going to be a lot bigger when it's blocked out. My Dicky-Doo should still be there somewhere. So I did all of this and it's rolling so you can't see. But I'll show it again when it's all blocked out. And
pretty cool.
So yay, I did a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were working on that quite a bit.
Yeah, I was bound. I'm doing this whole crazy monogamy thing, which I'm about ready to chew my arm off. Because I'm like, my sweater's sitting there. I'm wanting to cast on that hat, the for good. Yes, me. I'm like, oh, I can't stand this. And I'm usually a pretty monogamous knitter. I usually stick with one, but then I'll go to something else. Or
isn't that funny how she self-torments herself? Just just go knit on someone else. It's okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And we're doing the crazy thing with the fat squirrel and stockinette zombies.
So that's why you've been, that's why you're spinning, because that doesn't count.
Yeah. And another finished object was that crocheted hat. See, crocheting doesn't count either.
That's... No, we shipped that off though, right?
But we shipped it to Canada for
that went
the
out
quack.
Kodiak's with the
purpose. Woo, you're good.
See, my memory
and what
is...
podcast is it that's doing the knit along for it?
See, you're going to put me on the spot, and my memory...
You should remember her real name.
So you're going to really put me on the spot, and I'm really not going to remember.
Ruff.
Huh?
Ruff. Family dog.
Sadie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of the Yarnivore podcast.
Yeah. Put me on the spot.
I know.
I don't know. You knew I wouldn't know that.
I know.
So you just... It's okay.
Well, there's so many knit-alongs going on.
I'm here for your entertainment, just by the way.
You know who she is, though.
Yeah, I know. I don't put all the pieces together. I remember Quap. Or I should say, I don't remember Quap.
Oh, poor Sadie.
So, but yeah, that got sent off. So hopefully, that went out Monday. So hopefully with the mail, get it up there. I think they had. When did we have till?
No, wasn't Monday a holiday? No, you were just sick.
Monday, yeah, I was.
That's why it was a holiday.
Yeah. Yeah, really bad. Migraine Monday. Wasn't fun.
So that was 2 finished objects.
Mm-hmm. You've been working it.
Feliz
Flying the
Navidad.
coop.
See, I keep seeing all my little fringies.
See, all I have to do after the podcast is take her and put her in front of a mirror. And then I'll sneak the camera in and you can see how she acts with all the fringies and stuff. So.
Are you kidding? This is coming right off once that camera... It's like...
You flick the fan on if you want.
Yeah, and I hate things around my neck.
Yeah, you're not a turtleneck person. I'm not either. Mm-mm. Of course, I'd wear a tie in, but I couldn't wear a turtleneck. I don't like this.
Yeah, I'm surprised you could do that. I don't think I could do that. I'd be like, turtle. Back to the podcast.
Yeah, back to the notes.
We have a new section called Farmer's Market because I'm not really going to market. So this is a way that we can
highlight,
good word. Highlight shops that I
favorite.
Why
don't I just here? Let me just stick my hand here. You'll be like my mannequin.
Dummy.
Yeah, no. That's the ventriloquist and his dummy. Just kidding. I'm not calling you a dummy, but I'll just talk for you. Yeah. Okay, so the farmers market.
Yeah, because there's so many shops that I want to mention, but I can't go and buy stuff from every shop that I would love to. So I thought this is a perfect way because there's
like
always a farmer's market.
Yeah, that's where everybody's selling their good stuff. And so we'll highlight some of the shops that are.
And I'll have links in the show notes. And the show notes can be found on Ravelry.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll mention someone that you may not be aware of. And you can go check them out.
Yeah. So the first one is called Color Me Twisted. And this is a shop run by Adrienne. And she is Whimsical Rain on Plurk and Ravelry. She has gorgeous fingering sock. They're 400 yards and just pages of beautiful sock yarn. There's one, it's pink green, of course.
Pink and green.
It's something, I meant to write the name down. It's something elves.
It'll come to
But
you.
the whole elf thing got me.
Yeah.
Elves, I can't remember, but
All about the name.
yeah, she's got some really pretty, a lot of them are variegated and just really pretty. And so go check her out, and because she's got lots of yummy stuff in her shop. Good prices too. I didn't write it down though. I'm so bad. And then another one that's been having updates all weekend too in her shop is Casey of Tangerine Designs, but it's Tangerine 8 on Etsy. Did I say Color Me Twisted was on Etsy? No, I didn't. So, but it is on Etsy, and it'll be linked. And Casey is Zepphead. Is that how you would say that? Zepphead?
Sounds good to me.
Reminds me of Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. Maybe that's why she's Zephead. Huh?
I don't know. I'll have to ask her. Casey. But she has awesome bags. She has this ornament, and it's I was telling you all about it yesterday. It's that wood, what's that called, where the wood is engraved?
Oh, it's the laser cut wood etching, engraving.
Thank you. And it's a yarn ball with an owl. It's a 2012 ornament. And then she has needle gauges done that way. She has wraps per inch tools. And if you're into Doctor Who, she has like the TARDIS in those too. So those are really cool. And she has lots of buttons. So if you collect buttons like my button monster, she has all different kinds that say like knit in public, scare the muggles, or gnomes do it, and a whole bunch of different buttons, and so you can tell which ones I like. So she has a Ravelry group too in Ravelry. So those are two. And I also want to mention, it's not on the notes, Slip Stitch Studio. She's been having huge sales all weekend, and she's slipstitchstudio.com. I think she still has Etsy stuff too.
I know she was transitioning away from there, but I think. But
yeah, she's had different things all weekend. Like yesterday, I think it was 30% off the pattern magnets, and she has a free shipping code. And if on Facebook in her group, she has a group, and if you like it, you can see all her different deals for different days, and so
she vends next to us at every year Cognitive, and so she's got the bags and the magnets and buttons.
Those needle nooks, those are the bestest things ever. I love them.
Yeah, so she's got a lot of stuff. She's actually when she sets up, she's got a big display. So.
So
worth
there's
checking out
3 little shops you can go check out, and I got all these other ones going through my head right now. I'm like, ooh, I want to mention them, and ooh.
For next week's farmer's
market. I know,
market.
it's like I'm getting all excited now.
So that's our new section. We kind of polish it up and work it out. But
so go support them. Yesterday was Small Business Saturday, and it's really cool to support all the indie artists, and
good stuff.
I like that section because I'm like, oh, I gotta mention them, and oh, I gotta mention them, and so cool, dude.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Nothing like enabling.
Oh, yeah. I can enable you.
Yeah. So hopefully.
Ooh, that looked 3D.
Oh, yeah. A very Harold and Kumar Christmas. Ooh. We did the 3D one already, though.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
Yeah, we've already.
Just rehashing it.
Yeah.
So one of the things about the whole indie artist and shipping.
Oh, well, you can. That was odd.
Well,
I was going to try. Yeah, I know. Well, one of the things that because we're coming up on holiday season, Christmas, Hanukkah, all of that, a lot of gifts get sent through the mail, and so I thought, oh, this would be good. For those people that don't ship, we ship all the time. May not be aware of some of the things you can do online to make your life a little easier if you're shipping. So there's a couple things I wanted to point out. The Postal Service, which we ship pretty much everything we ship is through the Postal Service. You can pay and ship from home. You know, if you have the ability to weigh your packages, or they have flat rate boxes that you can order from them right from online. They'll deliver it to your house. You can load them up, print your label, and right from home. And then you can request the post office come pick it up. So you don't have to even go up to the post office to do your shipping. Because right now this time of year gets really crazy. Everybody's standing in line. Save yourself half an hour. Do it online. You can basically, if you plan a little bit ahead, you can get all this stuff figured out. You can get the boxes delivered to your front door, and then they'll come back, and you just online you request a pickup, and they'll come pick it up for you. You don't have to even bother going to the post office. One of the things I want to point out, if you have PayPal and you're shipping lightweight things 13 ounces or less, you can ship those first class. The Postal Service, their website doesn't allow you to do anything but priority and express mail packages. But PayPal will allow you to do first class for things that are 13 ounces or less. So if you have a PayPal account, you can actually use their multi-ship tool, and you can put in all the information of where it's shipping to and pay for first class postage through PayPal and print the label out, package it up, and then go to the postal thing and request a pickup too. So I think you need at least one priority package in your mailing to make the request, though. So for them to come by and pick it up from your front door, but it's free of charge. So the packaging is free, the pickup is free, and it saves you some headache of going and standing in line at the post office. So I know where we're at, it's not so much of a problem because of weather, but some places, you're dealing with snow and all that other stuff, and may as well just have them come knock on the door and pick it up.
He doesn't even knock.
Well, because we put it on the front porch. You could put in there where you want the postal person to pick it up. You can say, oh, it's in our mailbox, or it's on the front porch, or knock on the door, and you can leave a comment, and there's a bunch of options you can choose. But just to help you guys out, I know Christmas time, a lot of stuff gets shipped, to family members that don't live in, the area. So, hopefully that little bit of advice will help you guys out, save you some time and headache for, dealing with the shipping stuff. But
well, a lot of people have kids too, being home during Christmas break too, and having to drag them to the post office and wait in line. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, like I said, a little planning ahead, and like I said.
Well, you only have to do the day before to have them pick it up.
No, but if you need the boxes, though, that I'm saying, because if you get the flat rate boxes, you don't need a scale. Whatever fits in the box. Trouble's checking out Don's sweater here.
It's like, ooh, I want to play.
But if you get the flat rate boxes, then you don't have to know what the weight is, so you don't need a shipping scale. So you could basically get the small or medium or large flat rate boxes, and I think you can, if you order them online, go to the USPS.com, and you can request a variety pack of boxes. So that way, like I said, the flat rate ones, whatever you can stick in there, and then print the label at home and ship it, and then you don't have to go up to the post office at all. So give it a try. Just a little helpful bit of advice that might help you guys out during the holiday season here. Come here, Trouble. But so hope that helps.
Yep. Squeal. pig. I got a couple cards in the mail. One from Woolly Love, which is Michelle of Dancing Dog Dye Works, and Emma. And then from Joanna Springs, she made these gorgeous. I'm assuming she made these. They're just it's just beautiful. And she's the Knit Spin Farm podcast. She sent us this one, and then a nice little note inside, and it's so pretty. So wanted to like getting mail. And then Nitty Witty Shell, which is Michelle on Ravelry, sent me this awesome pattern the other day. It's Pomme de Pin cardigan by Amy Christophers. And my printer kind of did a poop when it printed this. So, isn't that pretty? And
yeah, you've been in a sweater thing.
She said this will keep me nice and cuddly warm because it gets so cold here.
Oh yeah.
She's in.
Good thing you're bundled up.
Okay,
huh?
she's in Australia, so she'd be summer, right? Right now. You have to let me know. Well, it's opposite of us.
She's on the other side of the equator, but I think they're
She's
seasons.
down under. Should I do my impersonation?
No, don't do your
Danger.
Now, can you tell us who she's? That's the thing. Can you tell us who she's trying to impersonate? And then we'll know how good you are.
Well, that because we've already mentioned this one time on the podcast.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Shut up. And then, in my ears, I sound really good, Australian-y. And then Crafty Girl 83, Dana, of the Unwind Yarn Company, and she's having deals this week, too. I forgot what I was going to say. She gifted me this awesome pattern, By the Sea, by Laura Linneman, the other day. My throat's going dry. And I think I need this yarn. Because she actually did the yarn for this pattern.
Oh.
She did the skein and the mini skein for it. Because you use 400 yards of one and then 200 yards of another one. But then I saw Knit Psycho, she bought the skeins for this. I don't know if she's doing the shawl, but I saw that she had bought, because I stock her stash. But anyways, she had this really pretty color, and that was hot pink to go with it. She's not de-stashing that one, I checked.
You putting in your request now just in case?
Keeping an eye out on you. Menda.
And then you got your picture of, you already mentioned it though, your Squeal Like a Pig. Do we get to that?
I'm on Squeal Like a Pig. What are you talking about?
About your buddy that texted you the picture of her.
Sherry.
Yeah.
Sherry.
Our keychain person.
We got nicknames.
So.
We'll call her out. She buys lots of sock blockers. She's a sock blocker girl. Mm-hmm. Well, because we have the dirt girl, the one that requested dirt.
Yeah. We got the bubblegum
Now we got
girl.
our bubblegum girl.
I think a couple of people have requested the butterscotch, so I don't think you can pin anyone to that particular one. So.
Well, the butterscotch candle, that's definitely Crafty Pancakes. Yeah. But I've known her for eons, so.
Yeah.
You just know her name by Crafty Pancakes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't say Megan because you wouldn't know who the heck I'm talking about.
Yeah, I wouldn't connect the dots. I'm a little dense sometimes.
Well, I kind of throw lots of names
Yeah,
at you all the time.
you do that to me.
So, guess what? We have a pickin' on the farm.
Yeah, the photographer is
In the house.
Nice job, honey.
You didn't feed me first.
Well, that's not my fault. Anyway, so yeah, actually, I feel bad that I haven't had a Pickin' on the Farm segment in a couple podcasts, so I wanted to get back to that. And with Christmas coming up and you know... Christmas is coming! I thought I would talk a bit about things to consider when you're buying a digital camera, because I think they're... you know,
do you need a lot of room?
Well, I'm going to pull some of my props out here that I was going to use for discussion. There's a lot of... Well, let me go back and do a little history lesson.
What are you talking about first?
About cameras.
Okay.
Buying a camera.
For what?
For what? What are you talking about? For someone to buy a camera, a digital camera.
Did you already say that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're not paying attention to me.
I'm listening now.
So I want to kind of discuss things to consider when you're buying a digital camera.
I heard that one now.
Yeah. But I wanted to talk about kind of things, historically speaking, from the film world, and then how things in terms of buying cameras changed when it went digital. Back when film was the media that photography was done in, when you bought a camera, you bought the camera, and that camera was, you looked for specific features for that camera. Durability, and basically all of the things you needed it to do. And that camera lasted you for years. And so whether it was a consumer grade camera or professional grade camera, those cameras you bought and invested in them because those were going to last a long time. This camera here, this is a little my props. This is an old film. This is an old professional Canon film camera. This is what if someone was a professional photographer and was shooting with Canon camera, this was the camera that they had. This cost a lot of money back in the day, but it would last forever. These cameras were built like a tank and they last forever. You put in whatever film you want, it was good to go. This camera here is still worth probably, you know, some money. Okay, go to the digital world. This here is a digital Nikon. This was one of the first digital Nikon professional digital cameras that came out. This brand new was $6,000.
Crap.
Sorry. When it came out new, this was $6,000. This is a like 2 megapixel. You know, they talk about, you know, everything nowadays 18 megapixel. Well, when this came out, this was like a 2 megapixel camera. Right now, this camera is worth less than $100. This lost a lot of value because it's digital. When things transition to digital, there's a big push in the marketing of cameras to, ooh, you need bigger and better. Just like computers. Anything electronic, they always have this thing that it's only good for 6 months because the next best thing is going to come out. Well,
kind of like a car when you drive it off the lot.
Well, no, a car retains its value better than a digital camera does. That's my point. This $6,000 new now probably couldn't get $100 for it. You know, because it's only a 2 megapixel. It's still built like a tank, just like this camera is. But because the sensor inside, the digital sensor, is 2 megapixel, nobody wants it. So it's not, it has nothing to do with quality. It has to do with the, you know, kind of, you know, the whole digital thing. So the reason why I bring this up is when you look for a camera, there's a couple ways that people look when they're shopping for cameras. They look at how much money they have to spend. So that's the first thing you need to figure out. How much do you want to spend on a camera? Because that's going to kind of narrow down the field immensely. But another thing they look at is, ooh, well, if I have, you know, $200 to spend and I have this whole, you know, bunch of cameras to choose from, I'm not against going with an older digital camera because the thing is 6.3 megapixel, I mean, that's like where cameras were probably 6 years ago. is a high enough resolution in the camera to do an 8x10 print that looked just like film. Now that's an 8x10 printed, hanging out on the wall picture. You need to ask yourself, how are you going to use what you take pictures of? If you're using it in a website, if you're using it for one of your digital picture frames, all of those, a 6.3 megapixel camera will cover those, and you'll never tell the difference between a 6.3 megapixel camera and an 18 megapixel camera, because there's only so much information that can be displayed on the screen. We talked about screen resolution. At 300 pixels per inch, which is what Apple says is the highest resolution where your eye can't see the difference, 300 pixels per inch, is what I'm using to gauge the 6.3 megapixel camera at, to do it like an 8x10 picture. So your eye can't tell the difference. So you're looking at using your iPad to look at pictures, 6.3 is enough. And so these are the things that you need to consider. If you have $200 to spend, and you can spend $100 on a 6.3 megapixel that has all of the features that you want on it, buy an older camera. You don't need to get the newest one. Those are things that need to be considered, because you really need to figure out how is it that you're going to use it, and what features do you need. Some of the features that I think are helpful in a camera, and these tend to be with ones that are a little higher, more expensive, or they're older cameras that used to be higher, but because the value on digital cameras drops dramatically, you can get a really good deal with a lot of features as long as it's not the latest and greatest camera, because if you're not printing up large pictures, then spending a lot of money on a camera that is overkill is not going to do you any good. So I look for cameras that allow you to do manual. We talked about some of the lighting stuff, and being able to adjust the settings on the camera. Those kind of settings help. But like I said, those are things to consider. So look at older cameras, older new cameras, in terms of digital, because you'll get a better value that way. You won't lose as much money. If you buy the latest and greatest now, in 6 months it's going to be worth half. It's just the way things devalue in digital cameras is incredible. It's not like old film cameras used to be, because you used to have cameras that you buy them and they were, they lost a little bit of value, but they were pretty much rock solid price wise. Now digital ones, it's like a losing proposition. So
how many pixels are like on my iPhone camera?
Your iPhone is 8 megapixel. So you have a newer iPhone. The older iPhones had bad cameras, but there's no settings on them, and adjustable lens or built-in lens. Those are questions that you need to ask. Digital SLR cameras, those tend to be more expensive, but they have more features. You can get different lenses for them depending on how much into photography you are. But there's a lot of just the point and shoot, what I could classify as a point and shoot, has a built-in lens that you can't change, but they do zoom in and out. They have adjustments, and some of them have the manual settings and stuff. So there are some really good, what I classify point and shoot cameras that are more compact, easier to carry around. So you want to stick it in your purse and take it with you. They do a better job than phone cameras. I don't like phone cameras because you get your fingers on the lens, and they get all, it's just...
I like my phone camera.
I know you like your phone camera, but you don't listen to my photo tips anyway, so... But those are just things to consider when you're looking at cameras. You don't need the latest and greatest unless there is a specific reason why you need that much, megapixels or the different features. Just save yourself some money, because you're not really going to see, for the average person, putting pictures on the internet for Facebook and whatever, or your little digital, picture frame thing. Those are all, a 6.3 is even overkill for some of those, because they're just, there's the monitors don't have the resolution to repeat what the camera's capturing anyway. So you're looking at it on a computer monitor, and that's how you look at your pictures. You store them all on your computer, and you look at your monitor. You store them on your iPad, and even if you have the Retina display, latest iPad, 6.3 is still going to be more than that is going to be able to display. So, if you actually do print these up, then you might consider asking yourself, how big do I print, and how, those kind of questions. But the average person using, the internet, Facebook, all of those type of things, you never need to have anything more than a 6-year-old digital camera would cover you. So, that's
good to know too. If their kids are wanting a camera too, not to have to go spend $400 on a camera.
Yeah, like I said, the biggest problem, if cameras acted, like they were back in the film day, if you bought it and they retained their value and usefulness for years, then I would say invest in something that's worthwhile. Spend the extra money, get the better thing. But the way things turn over now, you could get what was the top of the line 6 months ago for considerably less now. I mean, because the price just keeps dropping. Because they come out with new models and say, ooh, but you only have an 18 megapixel. Oh my goodness, you need a 22 megapixel now. It's like, oh, that's way overkill.
Do they make that?
Yeah.
Oh, just asking.
Yeah, Canon's got a 22 megapixel camera that will run you about $5,000. It's in the...
Is that the one that you're wanting?
No, it's in the range. Right now, the 22 megapixel is in the pro range, but they, like I said, what happens in the pro range eventually trickles down to the consumer range. Like I said, this is only 2 megapixel. This used to be what the first Nikon digital camera, professional-wise, that came out, is only 2 megapixel. And, everything puts in terms of megapixel-wise to shame, and it's not worth a lot. And so those are the things to consider, because it is electronic. It is an electronic thing, so. Sorry for talking your ear off. See, I stored it all up, and now I'm unleashing on you. TMI, too much information. But if you have questions, ask on Ravelry, and I will get back to you and try and help you out. Like I said, everyone's kind of got their own, criteria, and so, it's hard to come out and say, this is, use this formula, this is what you need. That's not always the case, but like I said, look at some of the, not the latest stuff, and you'll be better off when you're buying a camera. So.
We filmed outside.
Oh, yeah, we did. Well, we have, the Farmer Jim segment, but Farmer Jim didn't come with us.
He was out for a minute.
No, yeah, we didn't get him on film, but...
Yeah.
We do have a segment of the animals. We released the goats on the farm. So let's go outside and let's show you some of that video.
Farm tour.
Yeah.
We're going to have to change it because Farmer Jim is 15 and a half.
He's a teenager now. He's no longer farming. He's more the...
I can't bribe him to do it.
So let's take it outside and we'll see what's happening out there.
Yeah.
Now they're getting their goat on.
Did you get that?
They're sad there's no NASCAR. They're doing their laps. Put Jeff Gordon on one and Jimmy Johnson on the other. You guys ready for some treats? You see the cup? And you want the cup, huh? Come here. Amanda. Come here. Oh. That old tongue going. A little bit more.
And we're back. So, I wanted to, In the Arena, real quick, is a new podcast, or new to me, called Heartland Knits Podcast. And Vicky contacted me this week to let me know about it. I didn't sound like I said it right, and she is Heartland Knits on Ravelry. She has 7 episodes, and I haven't got to watch it because she's not on iTunes yet, and I haven't had time to have my computer by me. But I started watching one, and I didn't have time. I moved too much. So she has knitting, she has spinning, she has weaving. She does a road trip to a mill. That's the one I had started to watch because we had done, what episode was that?
You're talking about
Our Ranch of the Oaks.
Ranch of the Oaks was
episode.
back in like 13, 14.
No, it wasn't that far. It was in the 20s.
Hmm.
It was last December-ish. November, December, somewhere. It's in YouTube. Well, it's everywhere, but I mean, I'll link it. Anyway, she does a road trip to a mill, and she's also a designer. She's had her stuff published in Vogue Knitting and a bunch of different magazines. She has designs on Ravelry. She has completely done the master's knitting program through the TKGA Knitting Guild.
Cool. That's tough.
Yeah. No. I did one. That was enough. And I don't like that pressure. So go give her a watch, and she's applied to iTunes, so she's hoping to get on there soon. And so yeah, my Downcast app is not working for my video podcast. It's not downloading them all. They need to update that bug.
Yeah.
So a round up.
Oh. Okay. You had more notes than I was.
I know, but
we're running out of time.
Forgot to insert the goats.
You let me
running
talk,
wild.
and I just eat up all the time. I tell you. And by the way, I gotta I'm normally quiet. I don't talk a lot. So just to let you guys know. You may not have noticed it. I don't talk a lot.
Yeah, they really noticed that. We're both very shy.
Yep.
And,
They're coming to take me away.
I know. Yep, CHP. So I want to thank you all for new iTunes reviews and, go leave your favorite podcasters' reviews. And, that's a nice thing to do, especially during the holidays if you want to, make their day. And I know Knitting Blooms is having a contest. I don't know when it ends, but if you go into her group and tell her what podcast you left feedback for and what the feedback was, you can get up to 5 entries in a contest she's having. So that's really cool. And I went and did that because usually when I watch a new podcast, I'll immediately go and leave the feedback because the CRS, can't remember stuff. So I, made sure the newer ones that I mentioned, I went and left some feedback, and so that's really cool. And if you place an order at Wolf Farms and leave a comment you keep staring at me, comment in the section, you can get requested a video podcast button for free.
Yeah. Just make sure you put it in the comments. Just say, I'd like a podcast button.
Yep.
And we'll send you one along with your package. As long as it's a paid order, we will be happy to include that. So.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
So I got you
chickens
all...
on the ready.
I got you all talking. Now you got all quiet.
I just didn't want to take away from what you're saying. So.
Being shy now. Huh?
Yeah.
I didn't say you're being cute.
I can't help it. Can't help being shy.
Yeah.
Henri, yes. And I wonder where my son gets it from.
I'm telling you that all the time. So, I know there's stuff I'm forgetting. I just felt it.
That's okay. Let's wrap it up and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
So until next time.
Let's get cracking.
And hatch a knit.
Bye, y'all.